All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Jared and Bob. You're listening to Sarcasm Speaks or watching. I don't know. We've had some more people watch on YouTube. I don't know if that's just Amy because she's home now. She wants to watch versus listen because she doesn't commute anymore.
Okay, I was going to say, because that's unfortunate that she wants to watch.
Yeah.
But I guess out of convenience purposes.
Yeah. Well, she mentioned, I said to her before, but she mentioned the room looks a little dark.
Yeah, did you get those lights?
I told her we just have to get the energy efficient lights. You get the halogen, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. Are they still called halogen?
Aren't these halogens?
I don't know. I feel no. Are these incandescent?
Oh fuck.
I don't know. I feel like back in the day, there was like incandescent and halogen, but now that we're in 2021,
the energy efficient ones are.
I feel like they're just all halogen, or they're like something different.
LED. The energy efficient ones are LEDs.
Are they? They're like the ones we had in the kitchen? Those were LED?
Yeah.
Remember they were wicked fucking bright?
Yeah. But it's like you have to just like see what the comparable wattage is.
Oh, okay.
Like if you put 200 watt equivalents.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea what it is in fucking LED. It's probably fucking 8.
Yeah.
But if you did that, it would fucking light the place up.
Yeah, I mean, it's these are definitely older lights. They are definitely incandescent. And I said they give off a warm light. So you're looking at more of like your reds and your oranges. I think your bright LED halogens give off more of a cool light, which would be your blues and your whites. Because I know lighting stuff.
Is this in biology?
Nope. I just learned this randomly when me and Derek had the business, and we had to get we had a whole lighting set. I think remember? I sold the lighting kit, I think, after you moved in.
I don't even remember.
We had like a lighting kit for when we shot videos, and I learned a little bit about lighting. That's one of the fun things about owning a business, and or I should say owning a small business. Because I guarantee Jeff Bezos knows nothing about what goes on in his fucking factory. But owning a small business is really fun because you get to do this thing called everything. So even though we were a online fitness business, I got to learn how to do marketing, which was actually a blast. I really enjoyed that. I also learned how to do lighting. So I took a couple lessons on, and by lessons, I mean I watched YouTube videos and read articles on proper lighting techniques and the different kinds of bulbs and what you want to use and how you want to position the lights and the triangle of the lights that you set up. And you have to have like 2 in the front and 1 in the back to eliminate the back shadow. A lot of really useless shit that like really means nothing, but it's fun because, when you're a company of 2 people, you have to learn how to do everything.
Well, so the amazing part about shit like that too is we actually almost, as small business owners, you actually fall into the trap of thinking that shit like that's important.
It's not.
And it's not at all.
It's not.
Your videos would have been unaffected.
Yeah.
Whether you had a lighting kit or not.
Nope. And then even as simple as like accounting. Like I had to learn accounting.
Well, that's
like
stuff you actually have to do.
Well, that is important, yeah. But like I had to do all that. So like, when it comes to like math and keeping books and numbers, I gotcha. I know how to do it. I ran a business in the fitness industry, albeit unsuccessful. Still, we made it for 2 years, which is what? Better than 74%. What is it? 75% of businesses fail.
But that's 5 years.
Oh, okay.
So you're actually a statistic. You're
yes,
falling
I am
in
part
there.
of the statistic.
Although I'm bucking the trend.
Yeah.
We're on 6. No, we're on 7. We have 6 full.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck your numbers.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb fuck.
Hopefully, fiscal year 2022, that's your year.
That's the most amazing part.
You guys have been
fucking
fucked.
year.
You guys have gotten fucked
and
every year.
I'm not going into the details,
no,
but every fucking year there's something.
Yep.
And it's like, this is why I wrote down the memoir.
Yeah.
Fucking guy ran space from us. Oh, well, I don't know what could come up in 2021.
Yeah.
Well, so far this year, we spent $5,000 repairing HVAC.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's new.
awesome. That's awesome.
Because in the lease, we're responsible for maintaining it, but we're not responsible for replacing it. Well, guess what falls right in the fucking middle?
Yeah.
Repairing it.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb fucks.
Yeah.
Fucking never stop learning shit about a small business. Get your own HVAC guy, get him to fucking inspect the place, and then when they be like, yeah, you need like $6,000 worth of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah. Because their company, everything's in working order. Oh yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Yeah, it was until it wasn't.
Yep. Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good at accounting now, bookkeeping.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those, like I said,
Evading taxes.
It's a fun thing about being self-employed. You got to learn how to do everything.
Well, the funny thing too is now I just switched our accountants.
Yeah.
I fucking already know. I'm like, I cannot wait to fucking find out how my head's gonna spin now.
Yeah, or now like you'll find out how much money you'll be able to save or write off or whatever, and you'll be like, well, for the last fucking 5 years, we could have saved this.
Well, see, the funny thing is, for our old accountant, we knew he was conservative. He told us that day one.
Yeah.
And when some people are like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm like, well, our accountant's pretty conservative, so we're kind of doing that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the new guy's going to be.
Yeah.
I think the new guy is I think we're at a point where we're okay with this. I think he's going to put it in our hands.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we can take a more aggressive approach. There's no problem there.
Right. I think you've said this before. I don't know whether it's on air or not, but it's not like we've never had other conversations, but you've said before, pretty much all it comes up to is, will it pass in an audit?
Yeah. So
like, will it hold up if you get audited?
This was the advice from a different accountant.
Yeah.
We were like, hey, we have a golf program. We train golfers.
Yeah.
Can we write off a golf membership?
Yeah.
Our accountant at the time said, no. The IRS views golf as entertainment.
Right.
You can't do it. Well, the pro at our golf course said, hey, I do it.
Yeah.
But I guess because I'm a PGA professional.
Right.
And then a third guy, also an accountant, not our accountant, client at the time, goes, you can write off whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if you get audited, it's just whether you can defend it or not.
Right.
So,
yeah. So, I mean, that's really
theoretically,
all it comes down to.
theoretically, if you train golfers and your avenue for getting clients is the membership, I think you have an argument.
Yeah.
But then they may say, all right, well, how many clients have you gotten from there? How much time do you spend up there actively trying to get clients? How much time do you spend up there trying to, how many times you're just going for you?
Yeah.
In which case I play by myself. I could say every time I play is an opportunity for me to get a client.
Right.
Whether they believe it or not, it's actually remotely true. Like all those years, every fucking year I went to Riverbend. Mm-hmm. I played with a random person and I definitely could have sold them on training.
Yeah.
Because inevitably what happens, what do you do for work?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
I own a gym. Oh, cool. Like what kind of gym? I train golfers. You interested? No. I tried.
Yeah, right. Oh, now it's a business expense. It's like one of those things when it's the joke.
Oh, that's
like
what
when
fucking
you go out,
Tom does.
Yeah, you go out to lunch and you just say like, "Oh yeah, how's the business going? Oh, it's fine. Oh, what are your sales looking like? Oh, we're doing this. Oh, now it's a business. This is a business lunch."
We were at the fucking golf tournament, the Deutsche Bank, which it's now the Northern Trust that comes here every other year, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's going to be
Dell? Is it the Dell?
It's the Dell, and it's no. Okay, so it was Deutsche Bank, then the Dell. Now it's the Northern Trust. That's every other year.
Yeah.
And so my soon-to-be financial advisor was like, so we order a bunch of fucking drinks at the tent.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, what do you guys think about the stock market? And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, well, now it's a business expense.
We just talk work, so now it's expense. It's there's ways to skirt it. There's ways to skirt everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, not for nothing. We're both gonna be clients of his now, so now there's really no fucking
Yeah.
gray area.
Yeah. The one, I mean, I think I'm a little different. I don't know. Like, I'm weird. I don't know if I'm retarded. I'm sure. I think.
I'll tell you that you are.
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole point of like this. A spectrum means that everyone is on the spectrum.
I'm on the fucking spectrum.
Like that's the whole reason why they say like the autism spectrum thing is.
I told you what I'm doing now on the golf course. I'm using. So this is what I heard.
Explain this, please.
So I was listening to a podcast with a guy who's much smarter than I am, and I like to do this because I have a golf coach, but I also like to listen to other people.
Yeah.
So very simply, like locus of attention comes down to, in a broad sense, it comes to three things. You can break it down more. So if any of you are locus of attention experts, I'm going to simplify this.
Yeah.
And you have internal, external, and neutral locuses of attention, or loci of attention, Loki of attention.
Yeah, Loki.
Now, neutral, I forget what he said it is. I'd have to re-listen.
It wasn't the important part.
That or I was already over it. And then there's internal, which in a golf swing would be hinge your wrists or turn your chest or whatever.
Yeah.
And external would be brush this blade of grass. Oh, you know what? I think a neutral one is would be just brush the grass because it's not
specific.
I don't think it's, maybe I could be fucking that up.
Yeah.
And then, or like hit a draw is external, or maybe that's neutral. I don't know. So what I've been doing is I've been picking my line, which is usually a tree or a branch or a bush or whatever. Mm-hmm. And my autistic sense is if I pick a tree, I look down at my golf ball, I go tree, and then I hit the ball.
Yeah.
And it's been going pretty good. Like I've been on my line pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that are fucking me up right now, but
yeah,
that's my retarded thing. But also it's like it started with putting because I guess Tiger Woods, his father used to say click to him.
Yeah.
Because he said, look at the cup, mental picture, that's your click. Mm-hmm. And then when you stand over the ball, just putt it. Which I've been saying since this is my new revelation, I'm not fucking smart enough to be technical.
Yeah.
I'm too fucking stupid. I'm just an idiot.
Yeah.
So I need whatever external whatever. Now, luckily for me, with what I'm choosing, and I could probably do this, in useless games like Frisbee and whatnot. I was a two-time All-American. But two-time All-American, but this is the thing is like when, out there when I'm a two-time All-American in Ultimate Frisbee, no one ever thinks like, all right, well, step. And then like, throw kind of with your arm, but mostly snap the wrist. No, you just throw the fucking thing.
Right.
No pitcher sits there and is like, all right, well, let me step.
Let me snap the towel.
Arm.
Snap the towel.
And through, like fucking Tommy Mansky.
Yeah.
Every other sport you just fucking do.
Right.
Now, golf is dumb because it's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
So a lot of people may not be able to just do that. Mm-hmm. I can. So if I say like tree and I hit it, I'm probably going to hit it at that tree.
Right.
Generally.
Or somewhere close.
Yeah. And I've been we talk about like normal dispersion patterns being like, I think it's Aaron Wise. Aaron Wise's 7-iron is like a 34-yard left to right dispersion. Mm-hmm. I am not hitting any outside of 34 yards. If I hit the ball well. My problem is I'm not good like Aaron Wise, who's fucking professional and a winner on the PGA Tour. Right. So my strike quality varies.
Yeah.
And like I sometimes hit an 8-iron thin.
Yeah.
And goes over the green. But it was pretty close to the fucking tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I literally stand over the ball. I go tree and I swing. Like that is fucking autism.
Yeah, I mean probably.
It has to be, right? Like bush, branch.
Yeah. Swing.
Like,
yeah.
I need to make golf retarded in order for me to do what I need to do. And it makes sense because some of my best play, and me and Chris always argue with this, is when we're bitching about work or people at work, because we're the smartest people ever.
Well, yeah.
We always play our best. And it's because we're not thinking about golf.
Right.
We're thinking about fucking bitching about work.
Right.
And it's like reliably... Our best rounds of golf come when we fucking start bitching about people at work.
Yeah. No, that's true. But so what I was going to say before is my retardation is with numbers. So like for whatever reason, like numbers just make sense to me. Like I've always been really good at math and like pretty good at science. And like I just look at things and it just makes sense. So like I think we were talking about taxes before. Jesus Christ. We're all over the place. So what I do is, like I said, I'm a little bit different than most people. Like I think I actually keep pretty good track of all of my shit throughout the year as far as like taxes go. And then I just do like a quick rundown. Like, so the other thing too, this is a tangent, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a secret, if there's like some lobbyist group that supports like CPAs that just doesn't, that fights to not teach kids how to do taxes in school. But that would be like super important to learn how to do. And also, it's not that hard to do taxes, like personal taxes. Like once you get into business stuff,
simple taxes.
So here's what I do.
Can be done.
So I go through my stuff throughout the year and I do my math out. If the thing, like I said, I keep very good track of my stuff throughout the year of what it could be deductible and what is not, whatever. I keep my receipts and all this shit. So I go through, and if I get anywhere close to the standard deduction, I like make a note to be like, hey, I'm going to itemize. But like,
which theoretically, with the new tax law, you shouldn't come anywhere close anymore.
I've itemized every year for the last like 3 years.
You've gotten over $12,000 in write-offs?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I keep very good track of my shit. So
I don't even pay real taxes anymore.
Well, yeah, So like that's what I mean. Like if I get anywhere close, I'll be like, hey, I think I'll do them a favor and I'll be like, hey, you're the accountant, you do your thing, but like I think I might get more if I itemize. And I'll just say, because I just run through numbers, and then you can also calculate how much you're going to get back too. So I've done this before where, because each tax bracket gets taxed at that amount. So people are under the assumption, like most people hear the number, like, if you make X amount of money, you pay, 47% in taxes. Well, you don't pay 47% in taxes on all of your money. So say like you make let's keep numbers easy. Let's say you make $100,000 a year and that tax bracket is 50%. We're just making numbers up here.
50,000.
You don't pay $50,000 in taxes.
No, but your tax liability is 50,000.
You pay whatever 12% on the first 20,000. So it's taxes are bracketed. So if you make less than $20,000, you pay 12% in taxes. If you pay between $20,000 and $1 to $49,999, you pay 22% in taxes. If you make $50,001 to $75,000 or $74,999, you pay 36% in tax. So like you only pay the amount of taxes in that bracket. So your first $12,000 or whatever, your first $20,000 of earnings, you only pay 12% of that on taxes. Then say, you make $100,000 in a year, then you pay, 15% tax on everything you made between 20 and 50. And then everything between 50 and 75, you pay 32% of taxes. And then everything you made between 75,001 to 100,000, that's what you pay 50% tax on. So you don't pay 50% on the whole thing. So this is how you can calculate like your tax liability, and everyone that's listening right now just went to sleep. But it's really not that hard. And like I say, like it's not hard for me because I do it every year, and I just look to see like, oh, what do I think I'm probably going to owe, or what am I going to get back, or what it comes down to is, what if I get my tax liability down to this number, how much taxes did I actually pay, because that's on your W-2s, and then versus like what would I actually get, and then you can figure it out from there. But I don't know, like I said, I'm probably retarded because numbers just like make sense to me, and that's fun for me. Like I do that shit and it's fun. Like I get lost doing my fake taxes every year, and then I ultimately give it to an accountant because, again, let's not forget I am retarded. Yep. So despite my ability to look at numbers and try and make them make sense, I don't want to be liable when it comes to the IRS.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you good?
I can't hear me out of my headphones.
Oh.
Can you hear me out of your headphones?
I can't hear you out of my headphones, but you're registering on the guy here. Try now.
Did that change anything?
Yes.
Now I can hear me.
Oh, so your wire moved and pulled that
Oh my God.
the thing down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, there you go.
Fucking A.
So yeah, that's how I'm retarded.
You know how I'm retarded? I pulled on my headphones and knocked the sound down, and then wasn't sure if I lost my mic.
Yeah. So I don't know what else we got. Well, we did golf earlier because I wanted to circle back to you talking about golf because we played this morning and my meltdown came early today.
Yeah.
Typically, it doesn't come until the 8th hole, and today it came on the 5th. It started on.
I feel like you threw a club real early. No. Maybe?
No. It was the 6th. I think it was the tee shot on the 6th. It went right into the woods because that's when I just dropped it in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Because 5 was not good. 5, I hit my first tee shot way left. And then my second tee, I teed up a second one.
Second ball.
And I hit it off the toe. And it went into the fairway on 6. And then my second shot from there, I thought was like on the green. But it was like,
Bunker City.
10 yards short of the green in the middle of the bunker.
Yeah, so fun fact actually about that approach shot, you weren't getting that on the green.
Yeah.
Because if you landed it over the bunker, it was going to run away. Because you see where my ball was?
Yeah.
So my ball was on the left side, almost touching the fringe. Mm-hmm. I hit it over the bunker, and I thought it was going in the bunker.
Yeah.
But the greens were running so fast that it hit the hill and jumped left.
Yeah, the pins were in really bad spots. So you know what's... It's this stupid fucking game that I literally, through the first 5 holes, I was so dejected that I was like, dude, I got nothing left. Like, I was just making such awful shots. And I turned to you at one point and I go, dude, I have not done anything well today. And like, typically, like, I suck at golf, I know. But like, typically when I go out, I do at least one thing good. Whether it's I hit a lot of good drives and do nothing else good, or my irons are really good and everything else is shit, or like my short game, like chipping is good, or like my putting is typically my putting is, I would say, is the strength of my game just in general. It's what I'm most consistent at. Like, don't get me wrong, it still sucks sometimes, but it's the most consistent part of my game, I would say.
It should be.
Yeah, but today I literally could not do fucking anything. Like, I couldn't buy a good shot.
Yeah, so there's a couple things at play. One, obviously, Sharon Country Club's greens are a lot faster than you're used to.
Yeah.
Number 2, those pins were all in very fucked up locations.
Yeah.
So your putting wasn't going to be good today.
Yeah.
My putting wasn't good either.
Yeah, some of those pins were really fucked up.
Every pin was cut in a very, very fucked up spot.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 7th hole, I hit it to what, 4 feet? Mm-hmm. And so on the low side, the ball horseshoed.
Yeah.
That's almost physically impossible. Almost.
Yeah.
Not completely, because it happened to me.
It did happen, yeah.
I watched it happen.
Yep.
But I said it to James. He goes, how the fuck did that happen? I go, dude, these pins were cut on some fucked up locations.
Yeah.
That means that putt was gaining speed as I was hitting it too short. Because it was cut on a really fucked up spot. So whoever put the pins in, I don't think it was Paul. Paul was the guy I was talking to on 9. He's the super. I don't think it was Paul because I guess there was a women's event there. And not like good women, just like average golfers, but women. Someone put a pin in the middle of 5. Middle of 3. Middle.
Yeah.
The ball doesn't stop there.
No.
If you hit it 2 feet past, it probably rolls back in.
Right.
If you hit it to the cup, it's probably gaining speed and going past you.
Right.
Like, so someone's out there, and he did lose 2 assistants, so.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know who's doing the pins, but fuck. They had a fucking bad day or really doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Because they were also cut like 4 paces off the side.
Yeah. I mean, you would think, though, I mean, hey, I'm not going to try and pretend like I know anything about maintaining a golf course, but you would think that like there's like a tee sheet, like a green sheet being like, hey, rotate between these, half dozen locations.
So I guess what if I was a gambling man, I would say that Paul the Super probably knows the pin locations, but doesn't have a system for it because him and maybe he taught his assistant, so his assistant popped the pins.
Yeah.
Now his assistant's gone because he got a promotion somewhere else.
Yeah.
So now it's somebody else. So he goes, all right, well throw it 6 paces off the right, and whoever did it put it 6 feet off the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because some of those pins were tucked.
Yeah.
And like, so this is one of the things with PGA Tour pins, because a lot of people are like, oh, like I've played that place. Like they fucking tuck pins like 3 paces.
It gets significantly harder just by moving the pins.
Yeah, and it's like, especially at Sharon with how many slopes there are. When you start tucking stuff, that's where the slopes are.
Right.
So like that third green today, that was a really fucking hard green to get, or pin to get to.
Yeah, that fucking sucked.
And 5 was a very shitty pin.
Yep.
7 sucked.
Yeah.
8 was probably fine. No, 8 was in a goofy spot too, because I was above the hole.
Yeah, 8 was weird.
I don't know. So it's like, you have to remember, like with golf, it's not apples to apples.
Right.
Because when you play Chamawa, which is where you probably play most of your rounds, the greens are fast, but not that fast, right?
No.
Mostly flat.
Mostly, yeah. Mostly. There's a few that are.
Do they ever tuck pins on slopes? Probably not.
Not typically.
No.
And that's the thing. Like, there's a few holes here and there. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, sometimes the pin will be in a shitty spot on like 3.
I would say I've only played there once a couple years ago.
The 6 green is weird. 6 is the drivable par 4.
Yeah, I hate that hole.
But there's a mound in the front of the green.
I hit draws now, so I can probably draw it.
Yeah. So like, yes, but no. Like, it's still not hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I can go there and shoot well.
And that's the thing is sometimes, not very often, Sharon has easier pins. Mm-hmm. That's the thing is, like, Sharon's by no means easy.
Yeah.
And then it starts fucking with you. So here's your online lesson, something to consider. Stop by the gym one day, bring your bag, and hit off the SkyTrack to get realistic numbers as to what you actually hit. Because I did see a lot of short right today.
Yeah.
And I'm almost wondering, if you had an extra club, would it have gotten there, or would it have been just right? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I've been going through some like you can see on YouTube right now. I got a Band-Aid on my thumb because I had a massive fucking blister on my thumb. I popped it after I specifically waited until after the round today because it's going to rain for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
So I popped it today and then covered it, but it was fucking huge. But it turns out that I was at the range and I swung like a fuck ton of balls, and obviously that's how I got the blister. And then I like moved my thumb placement and which caused me to not grip the club so hard. And then things started going really well. And then I played that day later at night, And I was like, oh, wow, I actually can hit the ball pretty well by not like death gripping the club. Because then I also had to slow my swing down because my grip wasn't as tight, you know? So it's like little things here and there that go back and forth. But
Well, I'll also tell you that I've shot better scores just about every other time I've not played at Jaren this year.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things, like, it's just a kick in the dick. Like, I'll go to Chimawa and I'll shoot, like, I think on Wednesday I shot 9 over. I shot a 45. And then literally today it's like, oh.
It's just not even.
I made a 54.
It's not, well, so.
I mean, it was 18 over.
So here's another thing. I was listening to, again, guy talking about podcasts on podcast. So For the People is 2 former players. They were both Korn Ferry Tour money winners. They both played on the PGA Tour. John Peterson was the NCAA individual champ in 2011 at LSU, and he finished 4th in the 2012 U.S. Open. These guys can fucking play.
Yeah.
They really can. So someone asked, like, what's the difference between the Korn Ferry and the PGA Tour? Korn Ferry Tours are set up where everything is driver wedge.
Yeah. Which is like essentially like the minor leagues for anyone that doesn't like triple.
Right.
It's like AAA
It's
baseball.
like AAA. So everything's driver wedge, which turns it into a putting contest. Well, on the PGA Tour, it's not fucking driver wedge.
Right.
They tuck fucking pins. And it's the same game. It's the same game. It's the same guys.
Right.
But it's not the same game.
Some of the same courses too.
So typically you don't see it, but you can find comps. Like you can find, you know, very similar types.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to a. It's not like there's.
There's a few that like isn't Colonial. Like
I don't think it's on both.
It's not.
No, I don't think so. Usually these courses don't want to host more than one.
Because the one, what was the one from 2 weeks ago? It was the PGA. Where was that?
At Kiowa?
No, maybe the different.
So before that was Craig Ranch, at the Byron Nelson.
Yeah, Byron Nelson. That was a
driver wedge.
That was a Korn Ferry tour, or I guess at the time it was web.com. But
Oh, okay. They did have the event there because they had They used to have Q school there.
Because that was the whole thing. I took Scotty Scheffler. One, because I think that was his home. I don't know. There was a reason why I took all these people.
He's from that area.
And then I took Mark Leishman top 10 because he won the event when he was on the web.com in like 2002 when it was at that.
Okay.
Or 2012.
It may have been.
2002 was way too long ago. 2012.
Okay. that seems almost too recent. But that could have been. Wait, Craig Ranch was built for tournament golf.
Yeah.
But it's a driver wedge course.
Yeah.
Now, not every course. You can turn courses into driver wedge. You can do it. You could take Augusta and make it driver wedge if you want to.
Yeah.
And the guys would go and eat it up, and then it would be fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the course. Yeah, some are length, but it's just the way that they're set up. And why it's like that, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if it's supposed to be a stepping stone to the PGA Tour, it should more mirror.
You would think,
PGA Tour setup.
Yeah. Because you can mirror the setup and still not like fuck them because theoretically they're not as good.
Yeah, theoretically they're not as good, but if you want to find out what really separates these guys, it's kind of like 175 and out. Because most of these guys are fucking nails from 115 in. So if you think like 175 and out, and that's what challenges your game most on the PGA Tour, if we're looking for promotions, wouldn't you want guys that are good from 175 out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like the only reason Rory's good. I heard his stats, and don't get me wrong. He's good, but he's like incredibly good from 175 out. He is fucking embarrassing from like 125 and in.
Yeah.
It's humiliating. Like his best strokes gained wise, his best yardage, I don't know which one it is, but his best yardage rank in there is like 67th with a fucking wedge in his hand.
Yeah.
but he's like third from 175 out. Like, how are you that bad with a wedge?
Yeah, and it's almost like it. Yeah, that sucks because like for him, I was gonna say in that scenario like don't hit driver, but he nukes driver.
Yeah,
like, he's one of the guys that can hit it.
He's the best. Yeah,
he
he's
can
probably the
hit
best
it 330. You know.
But anyway, so going back to you,
Yeah.
courses and course setup matter.
Yeah.
They matter a lot, and even like the season long thing I do. There's like stories of some of these guys. There's one guy, he has a 67 at Indian Pond in a tournament. So tournament conditions, legit golf course, men's tee length. You want to know what he shot the week before that?
81.
92.
Jesus.
92, 67.
Yeah.
That 92, pretty sure was at Wiana where he's never broken 80. That's a guy who has a 67.
Yeah.
And he can fucking play. Like, he really can fucking play. Hasn't broken 80 at a specific golf course.
Yeah. I mean, you see that all the time. I mean, I'm for anyone that's out there that has no idea, like I follow, and I'm sure you do too, pretty closely, like the betting angles of golf. And every week it's something different, where, guys will talk about like, oh, this course fits player X because player X is really good at ball striking, and that's what's important at this course. And then there's some courses where, strokes gained off the tee matter. So it's like, you could go, ride with Bryson because he's just fucking nukes the ball, and it doesn't matter if he doesn't get it on the fairway because when he hits it 1,000,000 yards, he just has the course is shorter, so it's
no. So actually, it's usually like the longer ones.
Yeah. So it's like
out there.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where there's different courses, and like Kiowa was a tough course, and it was one of those where one of the angles was do not bet Bryson, because he will not play well at this course. And he ended up not.
Well, so one of the biggest angles from Kiowa Island was scrambling.
Yeah.
So everyone's thinking Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
I forget who the good scramblers on tour. I mean, because like they're all good, but like who are the best? Like Patrick Reed is really one of the best. He gets up and down from fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you know it, historically, who is the best fucking scrambler out there? Despite being 50 fucking years old.
Phil.
And wouldn't you fucking know it?
Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And there you go.
They said it. I fucking listened to it.
Yeah.
I go, the guy said it. The type of grass, the type of course, the wind, all that crap. Scramblers are going to win this thing.
Yeah.
It is not hard to get up and down around here. Therefore, whoever's the best at it is going to fucking have a field day.
Right.
And we all forgot about old Lefty.
Yeah. Oh, Lefty.
Oh, Lefty, big Phil guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, huge.
More of a Brian Harmon guy.
Fucking, I like Ted Potter Jr.
Yeah. Fuck else. Oh, here we go. I think I sent this to you on Twitter. We've got amazing fucking news. Speaking of sports betting, which also speaking of sports betting before we get there, because you can't do it in Massachusetts, which I'm about to tell you.
Yep. So Antigua can have my money.
So you can Antigua can take all of our money because you go to mybookie.com and sign up using our promo code SarcasmPod, and that'll score you a 50% bonus on your first deposit up to $1,000. So Massachusetts had sports betting on the latest Senate budget. It was being budgeted for, and it said sports betting. This is what we can expect. This is what would happen. And nope, nixed. Which actually, I'm sorry, I just read the first line. There were two amendments. Let me read you the first line. So I'll read you the headline first. Massachusetts sports betting nixed from Senate budget. Massachusetts has nixed two, not one, but two amendments that could have tied sports wagering to the state budget in time for the new fiscal year that starts July 1. So fiscal year 2022 could have had sports betting in it. We're approving budget things now, right? It's the end of May. We're rolling into the beginning of June here. And, we're getting ready for our new fiscal year. All you, bring it back to the beginning of the show, talking about accounting and numbers and shit. We're getting ready for the new year, right? It's the new fiscal year. Let's go, Massachusetts. Come on. Sports betting. All right, cool. Here's 2 amendments on the new budget that we have to get approved that eventually will make its way to Chucky Baker's desk, who in his own right, I guess, has been a supporter.
Yeah, he's been a sports betting guy.
He's been a supporter of sports betting. But good old Massachusetts Senate said, maybe we don't like one of these amendments. Oh, no, wait a second. We don't like either of these amendments. Get both of them out of here.
Yep.
We don't like having money. We don't like having surplus of money. You guys are fucked. You know what this is doing? The single-handedly, the sports betting snafu, if you will, in Massachusetts.
It's almost offensive to snafus.
Is really making me want to pay more attention to like local politics and find out when these dickheads are up for re-election and literally just go vote for
vote against them.
Any other person. I would go and write in Vinnie Albano just out of spite for whoever is the incumbent in the fucking Senate. The Massachusetts state legislature. As far as I'm concerned, they can all get fucked.
Yeah, the Senate, I don't know why the Senate keeps squashing this.
Every single state around us now. New Hampshire,
Connecticut.
Maine. Did Maine pass it?
I think they passed it, but then they didn't or something.
Yeah. So fuck it. For our argument's sake, we got Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire. I don't know about Vermont. Twice. Yeah, whatever. It's cool.
Vermont doesn't have it.
But Vermont doesn't really do much. They're hippies with guns up there.
Remember, we're not connected to Vermont. Got to go through New Hampshire to get there.
No, we're connected to Vermont.
That's parts fucking unknown. That's fucking Dragonland.
Well, I mean, that's false advertising to say we're not connected to Vermont.
Anything
we border
west,
Massachusetts
that
borders
is not
Vermont.
Fucking Massachusetts.
Well,
here be dragons.
It's here be dragons. Yeah, for sure. It's North Adams. There's nothing in North Adams outside of MCLA? Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's out there.
What a waste of time.
Other than that,
actually, I guess the golf is okay.
Yeah, Phillipston, is that out there?
No, that's where Jones is from.
Oh, okay.
That's just like north central.
North Central.
No, that's like Williams College.
Yeah.
Was that Williamstown?
Probably.
Yeah,
everything is named after whoever Williams is because it was a town of like 12 people to start.
Yeah, it's like
Williams College, Williamstown on Williams Ave.
Bernardston, is that out there? That's probably out there.
Probably. Because I know Chicopee is south. Springfield is south.
Yeah, but there's still like another hour west of those places.
Yeah. Oh, it's gross. Like Lee. Lee
is that a person
is it is. It's also a place in Massachusetts. I think Lee is the last town. Maybe I think that borders New York.
Is Pittsfield out there too?
Pittsfield is out there. Yeah.
Like I want to play Taconic, but it's like fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I know some people are sitting there being like, well, it takes me 10 hours to get through my state. Yeah, well, our state's the size of a fucking testicle.
It's a postage stamp.
Yeah.
Massachusetts is fucking tiny.
Yeah.
You can get from Boston to New York in 3 hours. Like,
yeah.
People can't get from like Dallas to Houston in 3 hours.
Yeah, like Lubbock to like the fucking side of like Louisiana. It's full day.
I'm pretty sure actually any state that's not in the Northeast or the Mid-Atlantic, I'll include the Mid-Atlantic because Delaware and Maryland are pretty small. Any state outside of the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, you can't drive through in 3 hours or less.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here bitching about 3 hours. It's too far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like Oklahoma is like 8 hours across.
Yeah, because they have the stupid panhandle.
Oh, so I guess maybe that because there was some guy who played every course in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He said he drove 8 hours to play 9 holes.
Yeah.
Be it he stopped. There was like another place he played, but like Oklahoma golf and I don't know why I expected to be any different, but like some of these places, nobody works there.
Yeah.
Like someone cuts the grass, sure, but like there's no pro shop.
Mm-hmm.
There's no employees. You put your money in the thing and go play.
Right.
So you never know if a course is open or not.
Yeah. Imagine like golf in the Midwest must fucking blow because everything is flat. Like imagine going to play a golf course in Kansas.
Fuck, maybe I wouldn't have to fucking deal with a fucking breaking putt.
Well, yeah.
It might
that's
be
true.
kind of nice for a second.
Yeah. But like everything is just dead flat. Like I'm sure you can artificially make fucking hills and shit.
That's what Florida is.
Yeah.
Florida's just flat.
Yeah. No Donald Rosses.
Nah, Donald Ross wouldn't do very well.
Yeah. Classic Donald Ross. So anyway, Massachusetts betting.
Yeah, I don't know
it's
why
not-
the Senate just keeps crushing this. It's
not coming.
It's never coming.
But this is where I go and put my tinfoil hat on. I might do this at some point. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it right now nor after the show. But at some point this weekend, because it's going to rain for the next 4 days, I may actually Google who is in the Massachusetts State Senate and try and do some digging here.
And like find out like what their deal is.
Because this is where I put on my tinfoil hat. Because we've tried for it's got to be almost 2 years at this point as a state. We've been trying to get sports betting and it's just not working. So there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a deeper reason. There's got to be someone that's getting money from somewhere.
Or not getting their money from
Or
somewhere.
yeah, or not getting their money. You know what I mean? Like there's more to it. So rejected today was a Senate amendment to tether retail and online sports bettings to facilities with a sports wagering lounge, such as casinos. Okay, here we go. That measure was sponsored by, by Senate Minority Leader Bruce Tarr. So we know Bruce Tarr is good. He wants sports betting. I will vote for you, Bruce. You got my vote.
Way to go, Bruce. You got mine too.
But we don't know
Not registered, though.
who voted against it. The Senate earlier this week rejected a rival amendment by Senator Paul Feeney. We like Paul Feeney. So we like Bruce Tarr and we like Paul Feeney because they're trying to get sports betting in to create a tiered licensing system for gaming venues, racetracks, mobile platforms, whatever. This is from good old Bruce here. He said legal sports betting could bring in anywhere between 30 to 50 million in annual state revenue. And he goes, why is it that we have not yet taken the steps to capture that economic opportunity in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? This is an opportunity to capture what we've consistently watched pass us by. So you got guys like Paul Feeney and Bruce Tarr out here being like, hey, all these people are spending money, and they're spending money in New Hampshire and Rhode Island and Connecticut and maybe Maine. And they're not spending it here. We want the money here.
So you know who we're not going to vote for?
Oh, did you just look it up?
Senator Jamie Eldridge.
Hey, Senator Jamie Eldridge, get fucked.
He doesn't want it to be linked to casino gaming, which also, causes issues.
Yeah.
Instead of doing whatever you can to get it, you're creating a barrier. So fuck you.
So it is. So just as a little aside here, I as much as I shit on Governor Baker, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Just in this little blurb right here, whatever makes it into the Budget Conference Committee report must be voted up or down. That means anything in the report passed by the full legislature will be in the budget that is eventually sent to Governor Baker, who, this is important, who included $35 million in sports betting revenue in his budget proposal released in January. So Charlie Baker has his budget proposal that came out in January, and it included money from sports betting, which would lead you to believe he is in favor of sports betting. As is, again, don't forget, Senator Paul Feeney and Senate Minority Leader Bruce Tarr. Those guys, good. Baker, good. Feeney, Tarr, good. Everyone else, cunts. All I want to do is have legal fucking sports betting.
Cunts.
Oh, man. Well, I got a little bit of good news here. This is great, actually. So, recently, hold on, I got to double check here to make sure I get this number right. I don't know what it is. Oh, here we go. So I want to lead with this. Because God forbid we go through a whole episode and not mention COVID, because what would that be? What would that be like? So President Biden said today, I believe, that more than 165 million Americans have gotten at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine, which is 62% of the population. So currently, 62% of the United States has gotten at least one dose. 10 states have reached the goal of a 70% fully vaccination rate, which, hey, that's awesome, right? Cool. We're getting there. Massachusetts is lifting mask mandates this weekend, all this fun shit, whatever. But just in case, you really weren't sure, if you wanted the vaccine or not. Do you know who Larry Flint is?
No.
He is the former owner of the magazine called The Hustler. And I say the former owner because he's dead. He died like last year or the year before. He died relatively recently. And you know about The Hustler?
Fucking brutal.
Yeah, it was a rival to the Playboy magazine back in the day.
It was not a fucking rival. Holy shit.
If Playboy was like, here's a good one. Here's another fucking analogy for you, because I'm really good at these. If Playboy was Dennis Quaid, Hustler was Randy Quaid. Like, that was some fucked up shit. That was like,
it was fucking bad.
Yeah. Butthole pics, all kinds of fucked up shit. Hustler was bad. So Larry Flint was the former owner of the Hustler. Also owns a lot of real estate in the fine city of Las Vegas. And wouldn't you know that on some of his real estate that he owns is a couple strip clubs.
No.
Right? Because it's Vegas. Yeah, Well, why am I bringing this up about vaccines? Well, in case you were hesitant about getting the vaccine, the Hustler strip club is now offering vaccines. So now when you take your trip to Vegas and you go visit Gentlemen's Club, the Hustlers, I don't know what the name of it is, but it might be here. Nope, it's not there. Don't see it. So you go to the Gentlemen's Club that is owned by the Hustler franchise. You are now able to sit there, get a show, probably have a really nice meal, because strip clubs in Vegas are known for like really good food, believe it or not. And
like the ones in Atlanta.
Yeah. And also get your vaccine.
It's just one-stop shopping.
That is literally one-stop shop. So
just
like
convenient.
Amazon thought that they were really creating like the one-stop shop, like the delivery, all this shit.
Nope.
Nope.
Hustler Strip Club is more creative than you are.
Yeah. Amazon ain't delivering vaccines anywhere.
Well, they probably are, but they're definitely not doing it at a strip club.
Yeah, well, they're not administering either. Like the strip club has the vaccine.
How do you get the position of strip club nurse?
I don't know. Imagine that ad. Like Hustler strip club now hiring.
Do you think the Hustler Strip Club?
They're
represents
hiring
the magazine?
strippers. They're hiring strippers. No. They're hiring like phlebotomists.
Yeah. CNAs.
Yeah.
Anyone who's, So do you think the Hustler Strip Club represents the magazine? Like, is it just like fucked up?
It's got to be like one single entity. Like it was owned by Larry Flint.
No, but like, do you think it's just like a regular strip club, or do you think they do fucked up stuff in there, like the magazine?
Oh, I hope they do fucked up stuff.
Fuck.
They got to stay on brand.
Fucking weird magazine, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, nothing says vaccine like strip clubs.
Yeah.
You might need. Will they give other vaccines too while you're there? Can you get a hepatitis C vaccine while you're there?
Take 2 A's, a B,
Yeah.
1 COVID, and you got anything for syphilis? Is there a pill for that?
Yeah.
Which STD has a pill for it? Do you know? Is it chlamydia?
The clap.
Chlamydia has a pill.
Yeah, it's 2 pills.
I was wondering that the other day.
We know someone that got it in college.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
I hope you remember who we're fucking talking about.
Yeah.
But to save the identities of who this is, we will keep them
we
nameless.
will leave it there. You want to talk about one of the funniest fucking stories ever. Oh man, that was good. So yeah, get your one-stop shop now when you go to Vegas. Get your vaccine. Get your fucking, I don't know, get your dick on, and have a nice meal.
So
while
like
you're
you
there,
could
too.
start with dinner, then get the vaccine, and then whatever you want to take on. Then there's got to be escorts. It's got to be like a one-stop.
They should let the strippers give the vaccine.
Well, see, the way I'm imagining it is like people are watching, and like while they're watching, it's like poke.
Yeah. Well, I would want to see like how creative they could get with it. Like, imagine they're like dangling from a pole.
Oh my god, it's part of the fucking show.
Like they hold themselves on the pole with their legs, and they invite someone on stage, and they just fucking stick them while like they're just hanging from the pole.
Fuck, you could do some Hustler.
It's Hustler.
If it's gonna be anywhere.
If I get, you know what? I will go on record right now and say, if I were to get the vaccine at a strip club, I would go so far as demand that the stripper be the one to administer the vaccine. No, I want her
In the most artistic way possible.
She could be anywhere in the world. But she's here with you. Give me my vaccine.
So I guess on that though, is there a tattoo parlor next door so that you can get a vaccine tattoo?
Ooh.
Have you seen those?
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are fucking stupid.
It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's the dumbest.
Like, what the
fucking
fuck is
thing
wrong
ever.
with people? Seriously, like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Getting a vaccine to, like, fucking commemorate?
Yeah.
Getting the vaccine?
You got a tattoo of a virus on your body.
But not even, like, the virus. Like, you got a tattoo. You literally got a tattoo commemorating receiving a vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a fucking tetanus tattoo. Hey, I got my tetanus booster 4.
That's the other thing too. Like, have people forgotten that like vaccines have existed for a really long fucking time?
Nah, dude, this is the first one.
Like everyone's like, oh, vaccine.
I'm gonna call my mother and see if she can drum up when I got my polio vaccine, and I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, what's that tattoo stand for? It's the date I got my polio vaccine.
Yeah, like I've been vaccinated against polio, measles, mumps, rubella. That's 3 separate things. So there's 4. Meningitis, hepatitis.
Yep.
Fuck, I don't know. What else?
But this is the
smallpox. Does everyone get the smallpox
I don't
vaccine
even know,
now?
dude? I don't even know.
I don't know. But like, I've been vaccinated a million fucking times. Tetanus.
Nah,
I got
is
a
the first
tetanus
one.
shot.
This is the first one, dude.
And everyone's like, oh, did you get the vaccine? So I said this to Amy the other day when we were driving, and I go, I know what I'm going to do. If people ask me, are you vaccinated? I'm just going to say yes and then end it because I am vaccinated. You didn't ask what I was vaccinated against, but I am vaccinated. Your question to me was, are you vaccinated? And my response is yes.
So Target, I saw Target, the sign in Easton. It just said, it is strongly recommended that unvaccinated people wear a face covering.
Yeah.
That's all the sign says. So I assume it's over with at least at Target.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm vaccinated against something.
I'm vaccinated against a lot of things. I mean, off the top of my head, I just listed 7 diseases.
But I just like laugh at it, man. It's like this, and I know because like with tattoos, people don't like. I don't know. I hold them in a different regard than a lot of people because I used to have a criteria that they should be meaningful or they should be done well, and now I really feel like they should be both. But no, because it's like,
yeah,
just put a little bit of thought into it. And it's like, obviously we all get shit when we're a little bit younger and it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess at the same time though, if you get something that's done well but doesn't mean shit, it's like, who cares?
Who cares? It looks cool.
Yeah. All of these people who have a COVID vaccine tattoo, I don't see another tattoo. So this was your first?
Yeah.
This is what you fucking kicked it off with?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are really bad. Like one of them was a Band-Aid with a date on it.
That's even worse. Like, well, that's the other thing is
you got a tattoo of a Band-Aid with numbers on it.
So never mind. So let's go with this. Couple things. One, they don't look good.
No.
They look dumb. So first of all, dumb idea.
Yes.
Dumb tattoo.
Yep.
Second, what it represents is even dumber.
Correct.
Because, and I think I said this very early on, we're going to look back at this and be like, wow, that was a really stupid fucking year, but it was a year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a little bit more than a year. And it was really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like really dumb.
Like this whole past 18 months is going to be like 2 sentences of a paragraph.
It won't even be mentioned, dude.
In a history book.
Won't even be mentioned,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Because it's not significant enough.
Yeah.
It was very inconvenient for all of us, but it is not significant.
Yeah. You know what was significant though? 5 peace deals in the Middle East with Israel that never happened
Nope,
before.
not significant. Nope, because he tweeted mean things.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
Fucking people.
Yeah.
Fuck you if you have a fucking COVID vaccine tattoo. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You do not fucking understand shit if that, like,
Yeah.
what do you, like, I'm like, it fucking pisses me off to the point that I can't even articulate why it's so stupid.
Yeah.
All I can do is make sounds and utter half sentences. Like, God, you people are fucking idiots. Such fucking
There's
idiots.
so many fucking stupid people. Like literally by the day,
You know what I have to do, right?
that number is ticking up. Like I think we're at like 92%. We're at 92% of the population is stupid. And it goes up every day. The more people I encounter, the higher that number goes.
So bad. So fucking bad.
Yeah. It is really bad. Well, you want to start wrapping this up?
Yes.
I don't know how much more bad I can take.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
This isn't the question, but this is a question. Broccoli cheddar. That's like a pretty standard coupling
Yeah.
pair, if you will.
Yeah.
Is it just incredibly underwhelming going broccoli and cheddar? And I don't want to just go with the soup because broccoli cheddar soup, get fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
If you're eating broccoli cheddar soup,
You're in it for the cheese.
yeah, you're eating cheese with some mushy broccoli.
The broccoli is an
like just go
afterthought.
loaded baked potato soup.
Yeah.
At least you'll get bacon and potatoes, and now it's a more cohesive thing.
Right. Yeah, the broccoli cheddar thing is like, oh, broccoli cheddar. And it's like, well, you just want the cheese, and the broccoli just happens to be
you're
along.
Like trying to fool yourself.
It's along for the ride.
Meanwhile, so now if you hate broccoli, you hate broccoli. Don't fucking you can just say I'm not eating broccoli, no problem there. But I'm just like, broccoli and cheddar is like the worst mix. Like broccoli and Parmesan way better. Mm-hmm. And if Parmesan's way better, that means Romano's way better.
Yes.
Because Romano's one of those sneaky ones that people don't like to acknowledge. And if we're doing it, Asiago's probably pretty good.
Asiago might be the best cheese ever.
Like,
my opinion.
And then depending on where you stand, if you like crumbles, Gorgonzola and blue would probably go with it better.
Yep.
So like, really, broccoli cheddar combination really just comes out of people being trash bags.
Yes. And Panera.
Right, so people being trash bags.
Yes, exactly.
Because it really serves no purpose. It doesn't enhance broccoli. It doesn't enhance cheddar.
Nope.
The dishes with it are a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Somewhere someone's taking frozen broccoli and mixing it with fucking Velveeta.
Yes. Yeah, no, that
like,
is
you know
true.
that.
Yep.
And it's like, this does nothing. Never mind if you were to add... Because I did this the other night. I made chicken sausage, broccoli, and I sprinkled some Parmesan with it.
Yeah.
And that's why this came to me. I'm just sitting there and I go, why the fuck do people do broccoli cheddar? And it's... They want cheddar, but decide... for whatever fucking reason that they need to have fucking broccoli with it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
no,
cool.
Just put the cheddar cheese on whatever you want.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fat in it. Fuck off. You know, that whole thing, like,
It's fucking cheese.
it's cheese.
It's cheese.
It's cheese. You're eating cheese. There's no way around it.
It's
fat.
Just accept that you're eating cheese.
Yeah. And get out of here with your, like, low-fat cheese bullshit, too. Like, anything low-fat, also, that's a whole nother tangent, too.
Like part skim mozzarella.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Well, never mind. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole.
Don't do it right now.
But anything, like, just Google it. Seriously, like, I'm not going to do it, but just Google it. Like, if you're out there, you're watching, you're listening, just Google why anything low-fat is really, really fucking awful. You can do that exact words. Google why anything low-fat is really, really fucking awful. Mm-hmm. You'll get plenty of things that pop up on the Google machine.
Yep.
No, but fat's bad.
Bad for you, dude.
The government told us that fat was bad back in 1976.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my...
Because the government never does anything
my
fucking
Instagram
bad.
post for golfers that live tomorrow is actually like regarding that, where it's like, well, I thought almonds were good for me. Well, they are.
Yeah.
And trust me, they are. And on one side, the fat in almonds won't make you fat. But on the other side, eating an entire bag of honey roasted almonds
Yes.
will.
Yeah.
Which I routinely do once a week.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's low fat. Okay. Did you check the ingredient label? See what else is in there?
I'm sure you can really read it.
Because that's the other thing, too. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Anytime you take fat out of something, you're taking the taste
Yeah, it tastes like shit.
out of something. So if you eat something that's truly low fat, you will fucking hate it. So the only thing I will say, I am going to just lightly dip my toe in this argument. Anything that you see that is labeled low fat, I challenge you, read the ingredient label. See what's in there. And if you don't believe me, take the one that's low fat and take the exact counterpart of it that is full fat, turn them around, and compare the labels. See what you find. Then tell me if you're ever going to buy anything low fat ever again. Oh, but fat's bad. Fuck off. So, my final thought is I am fucking excited because
That's stupid. You shouldn't be.
when this episode comes out, it will be Monday. It'll be Memorial Day. In commemoration of the only time we've ever missed an episode.
What's Memorial Day?
Was Memorial Day. It was the very first year we started doing it. I think we missed the episode of Memorial Day because we went away.
Portland?
Could have been. Well, was that 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago already?
I don't know. Was that 2019? When the fuck did we go to Portland?
Could have been 2019. And we were so fucked up when we got back, we just forgot to record. Like, we didn't record one before we left, and we were like, oh, we'll just do it on the Monday when we get back. And then we didn't. We just didn't. Because we were that fucked up. So, yeah, in commemoration of that, whatever, it doesn't matter. We will start the clock. When you listen to this today, on May 31st, we will officially have 30 days until every single piece of information has to be declassified from the government on aliens. So I don't know if you guys have been following, but if you've been watching us and you've been listening to us, we do not miss it. Anytime there is a Friday at 4 o'clock news dump about aliens or a random post on Instagram from Joe Rogan that seemingly does not get talked about, we have been at the forefront of this whole alien extravaganza. And good old number 45, Donald John Trump, when he signed his COVID relief bill back in December, he snuck a little rider on that bill, which happens all the time in Congress because Congress is a bunch of fucking losers and dickheads. But this rider was a good one because it said, following the approval of this bill, Congress has 180 days to pass, or I'm sorry, to submit a report and then declassify all information the government has regarding aliens or extraterrestrial life,
whatever the government name is for it.
So, over the course of the last 5 months, it's been coming out here and there. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention or not.
Probably not.
But there's been way more shit in the news about aliens in the last 5 months than there have been in quite some time. Maybe you think it's a coincidence. You would be wrong.
Thank God for President Biden.
Because it was the doings of Donald J. Trump.
No,
and now
he tweets mean things. He couldn't have done that.
We have 30 days. We have until June 30th for Congress to submit its whatever it needs to do and declassify the information. So, buckle up, kids. There's going to be some wild fucking Friday at 4 o'clock dumps.
Friday at 4 o'clock.
Let's see. Well, this comes out on Memorial Day. I don't know.
I'm sure something will come out.
Check the news around 5:30 a.m. on Memorial Day, and then again around 9 o'clock on Memorial Day night. And then that following Friday, maybe around 7:30. Is there anything big? The NBA Finals are going to go on in June?
Yeah, probably.
So while the NBA Finals are going, there'll be some news dropped about UFOs and
US
aliens.
Open.
The U.S. Open. All I'm saying is you pay attention to the news when there's big events going on.
School gets out.
Yep.
A lot of shit happens in June. No holidays, but shit happens in June.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff. The Stanley Cup finals will be going on. You know, maybe the night that there's a crowned winner of Lord Stanley's Cup, maybe that's a good night to dump some alien information because no one's paying attention. Pay attention. We got 30 days. And I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we're all in a simulation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The aliens aren't real because we're in a simulation. That's going to be what comes out. Well, that is going to do it for us. So thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, click subscribe, follow the show, tell everybody you know about us. We got a reply, at least, from the Drinking Bros podcast. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if they're watching at this point. I don't know. Probably not. They probably watched like 2 of our episodes and was like, fuck these guys. But yeah, they were doing this thing where they were doing like a submit your vote request thing for Dan Holloway to come on a different podcast. I'm a big fan of Dan's. I just reposted the poll or the submission thing on our Sarcasm Speaks Instagram, and they replied back because they were tagged in it, and they gave me an emoji of a thumbs up. And I liked their response.
Dude, we're famous now.
And I haven't heard anything since, and I doubt I will. But they at least know we exist, and they probably watched one of our episodes and said, fuck these assholes.
Bet you they didn't even get that far.
Probably not. But what can you do? So you can keep telling everybody you know about the show, and then eventually we get so popular where like they have to come on the show. So, keep that in mind. Subscribe wherever you're listening. If you're on Apple and iTunes, go over to the iTunes store. Leave us 5 stars, write a review. Again, keep telling everybody. You can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_Speaks. The Facebook page is just Sarcasm Speaks. So, until next time, good night.